Mr. Speaker, I ask the clerk to report House Committee Substitute 1.
Clerk, please report.
House Committee Substitute 1 to House Bill 91.
Gentleman from Greenup.
This substitute is to make them more ready and make Kentucky more friendly, and I move for adoption of the House Committee Substitute.
Motions for the adoption of House Committee Substitute 1. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, those in favor signify by voting aye. Those opposed, nay. House Committee Substitute 1 is adopted. Gentleman from Greenup.
Our nation relies on our military spouses to remain adaptable and quickly adjust to the change in order to help military families stay together. Remaining resilient and strong while service members are ready to fight any time around the globe, on land, on air, on sea, in cyberspace, and now in space. It's just not three places they're fighting. Even though not wearing a uniform, the military spouses honorably sacrifice their careers and social and family networks to serve our country. What affects a spouse also affects the military service member. They are a unit serving. Military spouses move every 2 to 3 years, 10 times that of their civilian counterpart. In addition to the normal PCS responsibilities, including packing out household goods, finding housing in a new location, helping their children find decent education, recreating their networks, securing certified child care, and finding employment opportunities, professional spouses experience additional unique challenges with license reciprocity and maintaining licensure as they continue to PCS during the military lifespan. For professional military spouses, these additional requirements may include submitting additional paperwork, applications, copies of orders, copies of transcripts, test scores, and additional continuing education classes, and additional fees for applications and licensure. Furthermore, a spouse most likely is licensed in more than one state. These burdens created a substantial amount of stress and additional hurdles. Any obstacle to a spouse is an obstacle for the active duty service member and could possibly contribute to that service member separating from our military. When these challenges become too much for spouses, in terms of licensure and employment with each PCS every 2 to 3 years, it becomes a military retention issue. The decision to stay in or exit the military is made over the dinner table, meaning it is a joint military family decision typically. When we cannot retain skilled, talented military members, it becomes a national security issue. A national security issue. Almost 40% of military families said they have considered leaving active duty service because of the challenges with spouse employment and licensure. Now, a brief summary of HB 91 after that introduction. This bill supports professional military spouses in the state of Kentucky, the great state of Kentucky. The bill waives fees and dues for initial issuance and renewal of professional occupational license. In 91, the military spouses of current members of the Armed Forces of the United States is a statement, and it says that spouses that meet that statutory requirement are set forth by this bill. Spouses apply to this administrative body in proper format, and the spouse's application and waiver are submitted before the filing deadline. This bill applies to spouses of active duty, the Kentucky National Guard, and Reserve. So what are the benefits of passing this bill today, Assembly? The waiving dues and fees for military spouse professionals, we are supporting the military families currently serving and help them focus on the mission at hand of protecting our nation. This helps military readiness. By waiving dues, we're helping alleviate a financial burden on the military family. The average PCS cost the military family around $5,000. Every move out is out of pocket. Spouses should not be penalized for moving with his or her service member. Additionally, many spouses maintain multiple licenses, which require necessary paperwork verifying credentials, certifications, and dues. Waiving dues in Kentucky can help the military family easily and quickly assimilate while PCSing. And I'll make the rest short. Thanks. I just want a couple more points. The Department of Defense, the DoD, backs this. They produced a 2019 Blue Star Family Survey, and any obstacle to a spouse is an obstacle to the active service member and could possibly contribute to the service member separating from the military. We want Kentucky to be the friendliest state to the military. So, Mr. Speaker, I move passage of House Bill 91 as amended by the House Committee Substitute.